upload it in the team page or upload it on YouTube. But I wanted to kind of go over some things to do for month end. And a lot of people don't know what to do. And so I'm going to do something a little bit different. Either get a pen and paper and write this stuff down on a 6 list that you can do tomorrow, or I would like it if you guys could just do it right now. So like while you're on your phones, as long as you're not driving, to kind of look up this stuff, because maybe it's stuff you haven't done before. So this is what I do at the end of the month. And okay, Nicole Williams up. Awesome, Ashley or Jessica, thanks for joining us. So this is what I do at the end of the month, especially when I'm going for a promotion or trying to help other people get a promotion where you want to or even just boost your paycheck. Okay. And so if you guys have an eSuite, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I want you to log into your eSuite. Hey, Carissa, we're doing this a little bit different, so I'm probably not going to be able to see your faces, but I want you guys to do this while you're on the call, because that way it actually gets done. So if you have your Zoom on your phone and you've got a computer or a tablet, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you need to do it straight from your phone, that's fine. I know you'll still be able to hear my voice, but you can still be on the internet if you're doing it on your phone. So I really want you guys to look up these reports and do this with me, so that way it gets done for the month. And we've got about 30 minutes before the corporate call starts, so I think that this is perfect. Hey, Courtney. So we're doing this call a little bit different. I'm going to give you guys tasks to do while we're talking. So whether you have a computer, a tablet, or if you just want to do it on your phone. So everyone log into their eSuite. And then you're going to click on reports. Now, I made a video earlier this month, and it's on my YouTube channel, about charting. And so hopefully you've been charting this whole month, so you know what volumes you need to either hit being commission qualified, maybe that 150 BV, or maybe you're going for a qualified leg, so that 400 club, having that 400 personal bonus volume, or executive, Ruby, Emerald, or maybe you're helping somebody in your downline go executive, Ruby, Emerald, something like that, okay? So in the Zoom that I did before about charting, we talked about putting your personal bonus or your current volume on the right-hand side and your projected volume on the left-hand side. So that way the numbers throughout the month as more and more orders run are getting closer and closer together. Now, on the 25th, every single order runs in your downline. So if their auto shipment was set between the 1st and the 24th, it's already ran. If they signed up last month after the 25th, then it automatically defaulted it to the 25th of this month. And so all orders that have not run are going to run tomorrow on the 25th. And so any orders that declined are also going to run on the 25th. Okay, declines run every single Friday, but they also run on the 25th of the month. So everything is going to have the possibility of running tomorrow that you possibly have running in your organization for the month. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to check all of this stuff. I check my downline reports on a daily basis, so I know what recurring orders are happening, what new orders are coming in, what credit card declines are happening, so that way I can take care of it as the month goes rather than worry about it at the end of the month, but not everybody does that. So make sure you have a pen and paper. Like I said, it is recording, but you want to write this stuff down and just know on the 25th of every month, this is what I do. This is what's on my 6 list and the things that I'm telling you to do tonight, okay? So those of you that just hopped on, this is a little bit different Zoom call because I'm giving you tasks. I'm going to give you time to do this stuff, to check it, so that way it gets done. If not, write it down on a piece of paper, put it on your 6 list for tomorrow. Okay, so you're logged into your eSuite. I want you to click on reports. So up at the top, click on reports. And then the first one we're going to check is volume total by distributor. Okay, it's on the left-hand side, the second category down, the top one, volume total by distributor. Now, if you've never checked this report before, this report is all of your volumes totaled up by individual distributors. And you'll notice that it has their name, has their ID number, it has their previous month paid as, their current month paid as, then you'll see the PBV at the top. That stands for personal bonus volume. So that's their customers that are directly underneath them. And then you'll see GV, which is group volume. So that's their personal bonus volume plus the volume of the distributors under them. So you'll see your numbers, you'll see each distributor under you. And if you don't have distributors under you, then you're just going to see your own. Okay. Now, what you want to do with this is you want to, the first thing to check, so if you're taking notes, write this down, is commission qualified. Okay, who is commission qualified and who is not? Tomorrow's the last day that somebody can set up an auto shipment to be commission qualified on that 80 BV. Okay, so that's why I like to check this before the 25th, because if someone's not commission qualified, they only have one more day to run that auto shipment. Now, if they don't run that auto shipment, then their option is getting to that 150 BV, either from personal orders or customers. Okay, so you're checking to see who is commission qualified and who's not. And this is where I like to send out messages. Hey, great job on being commission qualified this month. You're going to earn a paycheck, and kind of send those messages to reinforce, that I see them working and earning money in this business. And that's a big deal, right? We want to be making money. And so go through your downline and see who is commission qualified and who's not. Now, if somebody is at 120 BV, obviously, it doesn't make sense for them to run an 80 BV auto shipment when they're only 30 BV away. So we can get that through a customer. We could get that through a personal order. They could order something. We could get that through Perks Points, which we're going to talk about. We could get that from maybe a customer that stopped ordering. Maybe they can reorder. So there are a lot of different ways that we can make up that extra volume if we need to and they can't afford that 80 BV auto shipment. So the first report that you want to check is volume total by distributor, commission qualified. Okay, where are we at for numbers? Now, that's the easiest way to boost volume, is because if you can say, hey, today, for example, I had a girl come over. I'm like, you are 7 BV away from getting paid. Like 7 BV, that's it. That's one customer order on any product. Or that's one of your customers ordering an extra product or even using their Perks Points. So she came over, she wanted products for herself, so she just ordered a product and now she's commission qualified. And that's extra volume for her, it's extra volume for me, it's a win-win for everybody because now she's getting a paycheck. The next thing that you're gonna look for on this same chart, so number 1, commission qualified. Number 2, who is close to being at that 400 club? Okay, and that can be 400 group volume, that can be 400 personal bonus volume, because you guys, when you look at this Ruby chart, let's see if I can do a speaker view so you guys can see a little bit better. When you look at this Ruby chart, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes that are your qualified legs or that 400 group volume. Okay, so who is close to that? That's the next thing you want to look for in your organization, is who is close to being a qualified leg. If they're sitting at 350, then that's where you want to put your next wrap customer, because that's a 54 BV. If they're sitting at 370, well, then we only need 30 volume more. So you're looking for who is close to hitting that 400 club, and then that's a celebration that you get to do at the end of the month. You get to be like, I'm so proud of my team, like so-and-so just hit our first promotion, she's part of the 400 club, and people that reach that 400 club, their check is anywhere between $40 and $60. Okay, if they have 400 personal bonus volume, it's a $60 paycheck. Okay, and you can celebrate someone for being able to make a $60 paycheck, because that's huge. So you're looking for those 400 boxes. Okay, then the next thing you want to look for is, the next thing up is promotions like your executive, your Ruby, your Emerald. And so if you see a distributor in your downline that has 800-ish volume, so maybe 700 to 900 volume, and they're paid as distributor, they've got the volume to be paid as executive. So that's where we need to go in and look a little bit closer at their charts and say, where's their volume coming from? Where are they short? And then working with them to fill where they're short with customers or just new distributors, that's where we maybe put them. So that way they can get to that next rank executive. If somebody has about 1,200 volume, anywhere between 1,000 to 1,300 volume, then that's where you're looking, hey, you've got the volume for a Ruby. Let's look and see where that volume's coming from and see where you're lacking, so that way we can grow those where we can grow those places so that way you can promote. Okay. You guys that are just jumping on, we're doing an interactive Zoom. So we're logged into our eSuite right now, and we've just talked about volume total by distributor. The three things that you're checking in this report is who's commission qualified, how to get them there, who's close to the 400 club, and then those promotions, executive, Ruby, Emerald, based on the group volume that you see, okay? So that is volume total by distributor. Now I want you to go back to reports. So you guys that are following along, go back to reports. And I want you to click on Tree Viewer, which is on the left-hand side, top column, kind of in the middle. And then you're going to click the little box that says Show Loyal Customer. Now your name is going to show up in black, and then all of your loyal customers are going to be blue underneath it, and they're going to have a 1. And then all your distributors are going to be black, and it's going to have a 1 next to their name. And then if you click that little drop down arrow, then all of their customers are going to have a 2, and they're going to be in blue. Now, if you've got more distributors, they're going to be in black. Click that drop down arrow, then you're going to have those customers, okay? Now, with Tree Viewer, when I first started doing this, I used Tree Viewer a lot, okay? And then once you hit diamond, then it just becomes kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of customers, and it's hard to keep track of it all, okay? And so that's why we do the volume total by distributor first, because if you're going for Ruby, and you've already got this person who's an executive, we'll just say, you've already got this person who's an executive, but these 2 boxes right here are not quite at 400. So when I go into my Tree Viewer, these are the boxes that I'm going to focus on. These are the distributors that I'm going to focus on. And I've got Carissa on the top of my screen, so I'm just going to use her. So if Chris is in this box, I'm going to make sure I go to my Tree Viewer, I go to Carissa, and I look at all of our customers. And I'm going to go through each customer, and I'm going to see how many perks points do they have. And I'm also going to see if I can upsell them on something. So if anybody got WOW and they didn't get the lip and eye cream, then I'm going to say, hey, you know, I know you ordered the WOW. How are you liking it? The lip and eye cream is the sister product that goes with it. It's incredible. You know, can we get that order in for you today? I'm helping the customer see better results, but I'm also helping boost my volume. Okay, and so I can upsell to customers. I can look and see what they got. If there's customers that haven't ordered in that distributor's organization, that maybe I can send them a message, hey, you know, chocolate greens just came out this summer. I'd love for you to try it. You still get the wholesale price. So instead of paying $55, you can get $33. Would you be willing to do that and write a review for me? So anyone that wasn't ordering, you can send that message, you know, in the places where you need the volume still. Okay, I want you to click on a customer right now. So click on any customer. And then in the main body, and you guys, the reason why I'm not pulling it up on my screen is because I'm recording it. And so if I upload it to YouTube, I don't want everybody's information all over YouTube. So I'm just trying to explain it. So click on a customer's name, and then you're going to see the body of their account. You'll see their name, your ID number, their address sometimes, but then you're going to see a little box on the right-hand side. And I believe it says account for one of them and volumes. So I want you to click on account and see, it usually will tell you consecutive months on an auto shipment and perks points. If it's not under account, then it's underneath the volumes one. So I'm not sure where that one is. I can't remember. But that's where it's going to tell you how many perks points they have. Now, perk points is a dollar for dollar amount that they can use towards a credit on their products. Now, I don't believe you can use perks points on the Fab Wrap or on the blender bottle because those ones have 0 BB. Okay, but on any product. And so if somebody had 10 perks points and I needed something for like 30 more volume, okay? So if I say, hey, do you want the greens? You can get $10 off. Well, greens are 30 volume, but if I take $10 off, it takes 10 away from that volume. So then it only makes it 20, and then I'm like, shoot, oh, that was a bad move. But if I'm like, hey, I know that you've got a $10 credit. If you buy the greens this month, you can get the chews for just $5, and they go really well together. You know, and so that way they're getting chews for $5 on top of their greens. Or I can be like, hey, you want to get the wraps? You know, you get $10 off, and then that way instead of being 54 BB, it's 44 BB. And so you just, you know, I like to give my customers 1 or 2 options, and I have their best interest in mind. So what product I'm I'm offering them is in their best interest. Like I said, if someone orders the Wow, they're getting the lip and eye cream with it. If they order the wraps, they're getting the defining gel. And just knowing those sister products and offering those. And so you can definitely use this report in TreeViewer to look at their perks points, like I said, in the boxes where you're looking to boost that volume, and you can offer more products using their perks points, or you can also look for loyal customers that are not ordering. Okay, the other thing that you can do, and not that you have to keep them in the same legs. So let's say that you've got this one already at 400 volume. You can also go through those customers and be like, hey, this week I'm really looking for people who enjoy the products, and I know you do, to send me 1 or 2 referrals, like 1 or 2 names of people that you think could also benefit and enjoy these products, and having them send and say everyone that does is going to get their name in a drawing to win whatever you want them to win. It can be a wrap. You can go to the dollar store and get some green stuff. I love doing that. A couple of products. Let me mute everyone. But you can also just go through, one leg in your organization and say, okay, this week I'm really going to focus on referrals, and I'm going to message all my customers that are here and ask them if they'd be willing to make a post for me, if they'd be willing to send me a couple names, if they'd be willing to host a party, anything like that to boost your volume at the end of the month. Okay. So that's what I use TreeViewer for. Now, the last report that I feel is very, very important at the end of the month, but also during the whole time of the month, is click back on reports and click on downline orders. Now, I've talked about this a lot, and I feel like this is an important report for you to use morning and night. I use it every single morning so I can see credit card declines and recurring orders. Now, I was actually doing a live call with somebody yesterday, and they said, I hate checking this report because I just don't have a lot coming in my organization, and so when I check this, it just gets me down. And I said, do you have loyal customers in your organization? She said, yeah. I said, so when you check this every single morning and you see recurring order, that is a new customer, or that's not a new customer, but that's a customer that's ordering from you. And yeah, you did the work months ago, but how cool is it that you're getting paid on it over and over and over again? So you can still say, thank you so much, Janet, for your order on hair, skin, and nails. I can't wait to hear your review, even though you signed her up 2-3 days ago. But that's an order that went through today. And so if you're celebrating the little successes, then you're going to bring in more successes. And so that's something I'd encourage you guys to do. So downline orders. Okay, you check this morning for the recurring orders and the credit card declines, and you check it at night for the API orders and the return orders. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now, what I want you to check on here, and I'm actually going to have to pull it up on my screen because I am not as familiar with this as the other report. So I want you guys to do this with me. Okay, so we are on downline orders where it says advanced search. Click the drop down to order status. And then where it says equals, change that to greater than or equals. And then you're going to change accepted into CC declined, and then click search. Nope, not greater than or equals. We'll just try equals. Yep, there we go. Okay, so order status equals, and then CC decline. Now this is going to pull up all of the credit card declines in your organization for the month. And this is really important because this is volume that you're expecting to go through. These are customers that were expecting to get orders, and maybe they had to cancel their card. Maybe there isn't enough money in their account. Maybe their billing and shipping address changed, or the card got expired. There are a lot of different reasons why credit cards decline. And so you want to know and you want to fix it so that way they can get their product and you can get paid because they agreed to a 3-month trial. And so sometimes I'll just send a quick message like, hey, your order didn't process today or this month. Do I need to update the card that's on file? Or, what do I need to do to get you your products this month? And like I said at the very beginning of the call, credit card declines run every Friday. They also run on the 25th of the month. They also run on the last day of the month. Now, if a credit card, and I had to learn this the hard way, so I'm glad you guys are on, and I hope that you hear me because I had to learn this the hard way, okay? If a card declines, they are put on the decline list. So if the card declines for hair, skin, and nails, that person is on the decline for hair, skin, and nails, and it will run every Friday. Okay, this happened to me where my customer's like, I didn't want the hair, skin, and nails. I wanted the greens instead. So I go in, I change her auto shipment to greens. I change it to the 20th of the month, so that way it'll run on the 20th when she wants it to, and it does. But on Friday, it also ran for the hair, skin, and nails because she was on the decline list. And guess what? She wasn't happy, and I had no idea. But I check my reports every single day that I was able to call customer service and say, hey, cancel that order. She got this one instead, and I was able to fix it. And so if something runs on the decline and they want to change the product, all you need to do is call customer service or put in a help desk ticket and say, please cancel this order with the order number. They'll cancel it, and then you can set up their auto shipment for what they want when they want it. Okay, so learn that the hard way. Glad that you guys heard it, so that way you don't have to learn it the hard way too. Okay, so this is what you can do for month end to boost your volume. Okay, we talked about volume total by distributor, checking to see who's commission qualified, who's close to that qualified leg, and who's close to promotions, helping them, working with them to get new customers, extra orders, just like we talked about on the tree view, using the tree viewer, using perks points and their loyal customers that maybe aren't ordering, plus upselling to customers that already have ordered. And then last thing, searching your downline orders for credit card declines. So this was a lot in a little bit of time. We have 9 minutes till the family call. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you want to add, or anything that I can help you with for at least the next 5 minutes? I'm just impressed I got done early. I was scared giving myself only 30 minutes. I was like, I'm a talker. So who did it with me? Like, who was looking at, I know I went kind of fast if you're not used to doing it. Okay, I said Courtney and Johnny doing it with me on their phones. So you guys that didn't, Carissa did, that's what I'm talking about. Just write it down on a piece of paper. I have it right here. That way I didn't forget what I wanted to say. But I do this. I like to do it on like the 20th of the month, because that way I can get auto shipment set up if I need to still. And it's also a good thing to do from the 25th to the 30th to really work on boosting that volume. She's so cute, Courtney. Okay, so I'm going to go find the family call, and you guys are free to stay on it, or you can hop off and listen to it on your own. But I'm excited. You guys, I think we know what type of product we're getting. Do you guys know? If you know, put it in the chat. But I don't think we know exactly what it is. But I'll tell you, I had a 4-hour drive with Amber Parker, and she didn't keep very many secrets. But I'm going to keep the secrets. I'm not going to tell. Generally says keto. That's what we're thinking it is. We just don't know what it is officially. And so today, for example, and then something to do with coffee is a very good guess. Today, for example, I made a post just like, who of my friends does keto? What is it? I've seen that one, like people asking, what is it? What are the pros and cons and those kinds of things. So just like kind of feeling your market out and what kind of interest you already have for that is kind of interesting. I don't know very much about it. Besides it's like no carb or very low carb, high fat, no sugars, that kind of diet. And I know that it's really easy to lose weight on it quick, but if you stop, then you gain it all back. So we need to find a happy balance where we can incorporate our products, a healthier lifestyle, I mean, with everything. But all right, I'm going to stop recording.